Desert Biomes by Louise Spilsbury and Richard Spilsbury. This nonfiction text says learn about subtropical, polar, coastal, and rain-shadow desert biomes. Now, this text is very, very long. We are only going to read a few chapters. What is a desert biome? Most people think of deserts as hot and sandy, but there are several different kinds of desert. What makes a desert is a lack of rain. Most deserts get less than 10 inches or 25 centimeters of rain a year, whereas 80 inches or 200 centimeters can fall in a rainforest every year. Different deserts. Some deserts are large, flat expanses of sand, but others have rocks and mountains or hills of sand called dunes that can reach 1,300 feet or 400 meters high. Some deserts reach sizzling temperatures of 130 degrees Fahrenheit or 54 degrees Celsius or more, while other deserts have chilly winters or are freezing cold all year, like Antarctica. Some deserts receive very light but regular rain showers. Others get all their annual rain in one heavy storm that lasts for just an hour. Only 1 in 10 of the world's deserts has sand dunes. Most, like this one in northern Niger, are rocky with occasional plants. Fact focus. Biome or habitat. Biomes are regions of the world, such as deserts, forests, rivers, oceans, tundra, and grassland, that have similar climate, plants, and animals. A habitat is a specific place in a biome where a plant or animal lives. Desert life. Some deserts look empty and lifeless. The lack of water and soil means that plants grow far apart to get a share of any water available. But there is a rich variety of plant life, ranging from saguaro cacti as tall as a 4-story house to plants that look like tiny stones. There are few trees to give shade, so although there are some large animals, such as camels, most desert-dwelling animals are small. Some, such as desert tortoises, have shells or tough, scaly skin to protect them from the fierce temperatures. Others, such as ground squirrels, make burrows under the ground to escape the daytime heat. This caption says the Cape ground squirrel has a long, very bushy tail that it uses like an umbrella to provide shade when it is feeding in the hot Kalahari Desert. Amazing adaptation. Adaptations are special features or body parts that living things develop over time to help them survive in a biome. Mammals, such as camels, that live in hot deserts have very furry backs to protect them from the burning sun. Where are deserts? There are 4 different types of deserts: subtropical, coastal, semi-arid, and polar, that cover about 1/5 of the Earth's land surface. Subtropical deserts. Many of the world's deserts, including the Sahara Desert in Africa and the Sonoran Desert in North America, are subtropical. Very hot, moist air rises above the equator, condenses and falls as heavy tropical rains in rainforests. The air is now very dry as it moves to the north and south of the equator, creating deserts in subtropical areas. Polar deserts. Antarctica is the driest desert of all. More than 98% of Antarctica is covered with ice and there is no rain, only snow. So there's almost no liquid water at all. Coastal deserts. When air blows over a coast from a cold ocean, the water vapor in the air condenses to form fog. If the water droplets in this fog are too small to fall as rain, they evaporate in the hot daytime sun. The lack of moisture creates coastal deserts, such as the Atacama Desert in Chile and the Namib Desert of Africa. Of South Africa. Semi-arid deserts. Semi-arid deserts are also known as cold winter deserts. They have dry summers and cold winters with very little rain or snow. Large mountain ranges often block precipitation from falling in these areas. This is known as the rain shadow effect. The Gobi Desert in Central Asia and the Great Basin Desert in the USA are semi-arid deserts. Amazing adaptation. The couch's spadefoot toad sheds layers of skin to create a watertight covering over its body. This prevents water from escaping from the toad's body, helping it survive dry periods underground. These toads can eat enough insects in 1 or 2 nights to survive for up to a year. The Sonoran Desert has 2 short rainy seasons, and then it's dry for months. Couch's spadefoot toads stay underground for most of the year and only come out when it rains. Some deserts are caused by more than one factor. The Atacama is a coastal desert and experiences a rain shadow effect from the Andes Mountains. And this last caption says, this map shows the location of the 4 different types of desert found around the world. Desert plants. While there are many different plants in hot deserts around the world, many have similar adaptations for surviving the heat and lack of water. Some desert plants grow all year, while others seem to magically reappear after heavy rains. Collecting water. To collect water from droplets of fog or sudden rains, some desert plants, such as yuccas and agaves, have roots that spread far and wide just below the surface. Other plants, such as mesquite, have very long roots that reach water stores called aquifers, deep underground. Many desert plants are succulents. These plants have thick, fleshy stems, often with folds or grooves in them, which can swell to store water for use during the long, dry periods. Desert cacti provide food and shelter for a variety of desert animals. Tiny hummingbirds beat their wings quickly to hover at cactus flowers to sip their nectar. Amazing adaptation. Cactus plants are perfectly adapted for life in the desert. Cactus stems have folds that expand to store water after it rains. Their leaves are thin spines to minimize water loss. Desert defenses. Many desert plants have thorns or spikes to deter animals from eating them to get at their water supply. Living stone plants are succulents. When their leaves swell with stored water, they look like the stones around them. This clever disguise hides the plants from animals that might try to eat them. Instant flowers. Some desert plants, such as mallow, sand verbena, and prickly poppies, usually only appear after heavy rains. They grow when the ground is soaked and produce flowers and seeds very quickly. The seeds have a thick outer coat that allows them to survive underground for a long time. When it rains again, they burst into life. It says living stone plants look like tiny stones. You can only tell they are plants when they flower. After heavy rains, some empty-looking deserts, such as this one in Arizona, are suddenly covered with a carpet of brightly colored flowers. Born survivors. Desert animals have some clever ways to make sure their young survive the extreme heat and the threat from predators. Cactus homes. A spiky cactus might not seem like a very cozy place to bring up babies, but several desert birds build their nests in these plants because the spikes keep eggs and chicks safe from predators. For example, great horned owls build awkward looking nests from sticks. Cactus wrens make nests from grasses with an opening at one end. Gila woodpeckers lay about 4 white eggs in a nest inside a saguaro cactus. Amazing adaptation. Gila woodpeckers have very strong head and neck muscles and a long, hard, pointed beak. They use these body parts to peck holes in square cacti when building their nests. The caption says, inside the cactus, the Gila woodpecker's eggs and chicks are kept cool and safe from predators. Spider moms. Most spider mothers leave once they lay their eggs, but the tarantula is worse. She tries to eat her young. After she lays about 1,000 eggs in an underground burrow, the female tarantula seals it with a cover of silk. The eggs hatch after 7 weeks, and the young spiderlings cut holes in the silk cover and race away before their mother comes back to eat them. Some desert spiders make excellent mothers, however. Female wolf spiders lay hundreds of eggs and wrap them in a bag of silk. They carry their eggs everywhere they go and search for them if they drop off. When the eggs hatch, the spiderlings climb up their mother's legs onto her back. They are safe from predators there. They stay on her back for several days until they are old enough to feed and defend themselves. By carrying her eggs and babies, the wolf spider can keep them at a comfortable temperature and protect them from predators. Desert food chains. A desert food chain tells the story of who eats who in the biome. Plants, such as cacti, use energy from the sun to make food. Some animals get the energy they need by eating plants. Others get their energy by eating other animals. The caption says, energy in the Kalahari food chain flows from cacti and other plants to eagles via scorpions and meerkats. Kalahari killers. Insects, called termites, build tall mounds of mud to get shelter from the Kalahari Desert's heat. They eat plants, such as dead cacti. Scorpions eat termites, and meerkats enjoy a tasty scorpion or two. They quickly and carefully bite off the scorpion's stinger and spit it out so they can eat the animal. Meerkats take turns watching for predators while others feed. If the guards spot an eagle, they call out and all the meerkats run for safety in underground burrows. Amazing adaptation. The meerkat's long snout can sniff out scorpions and insects that hide in burrows by day. They use their curved claws to quickly dig holes in the sand to get their prey. It says scorpions get energy by eating prey such as termites. A scorpion catches its prey in its pincers and then injects the prey with deadly venom before eating it.